Hi everyone! Thanks for joining us for the Wizard Activist School Virtual Welcome Feast. Now, I know this school year looks a little different than normal, but one thing that Fandom and Nerdfighteria are so great at is making our corner of the internet feel like home. That's why I'm so excited to be hosting our virtual welcome feast during the Project for Awesome. And don't forget to vote for this video. Now before we dig in, an explainer for first years. This welcome feast is brought to you by the Harry Potter Alliance. The HPA is a nonprofit that uses beloved stories to help fans become real-world heroes. We've rallied fans around tons of social justice actions, and we've trained thousands of brand new activists on how to be thoughtful, impactful, creative community organizers. In 2020, we worked with fans of Harry Potter, Wonder Woman, and Shadowhunters to reach over 100,000 first-time voters. We worked with Never Again Action and fans of K-pop and Lord of the Rings to disrupt ICE activities and protect immigrants. We raised money for bail funds with Black Girls Create, and we launched 3 new virtual conferences. That's so much! We use the power of story to activate fans around so many different social justice causes. In fact, what are your favorite causes that the HPA works on?
I think that they've done some really smart and interesting work on immigration.
The rights of immigrants.
And protect immigrants.
LGBTQ plus rights and justice.
LGBTQ rights.
Supporting LGBTQ people.
Gender inequity.
Gender justice.
What Without Hermione.
Racial justice.
Systemic racism and equality.
Civic engagement.
To voter engagement.
Reach more than 100,000 young voters.
Literacy.
The Accio books.
Accio book.
Youth advocacy and activism training.
Exactly. We use our awesome training resources like our annual conference, the Granger Leadership Academy, and our online totally free Wizard Activist School to train up new organizers and lead campaigns on all of those causes and more. And we've been doing it for 15 years. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how the HPA makes a difference?
You're creative, you're imaginative, and you're innovative. And you have fun with it. That's the best part about being a wizard activist.
I know all of the amazing work that people have been inspired to do or involved in now because of their association with the HPA.
We take issues that are happening in the real world and we parallel them to what has happened in some of our favorite fandoms.
It is our love for those fandoms and those spaces and the critical engagement they provide that help us see the humanity as well as the magic in all of us.
I've been to almost every GLA.
Granger Leadership Academy
is every single GLA.
And I'm just continuously inspired by the programming and content.
At the end of that conference, we partnered with local activists to put together our own protest demanding the release and reunification of immigrant families.
All weekend we had learned the skills of how to be a better activist, how to take action within our own community, and how to really start a movement.
And within just a few hours, we had gone from learning about the issue to creating our own posters and chants, and then we were out on the street corner making a difference.
At my first GLA in 2016, I really didn't know where I fit in, and by my second GLA in 2017, I felt like I could call myself an activist, and by the last in-person GLA in 2019, I had learned how to attend and organize protests, how to write letters, use social media for good, and I had also made some of my best friends in the world.
Chatting with all the incredible people who have built relationships with the HPA over so many years.
Introducing myself to my college's chapter, and I met everybody. It just kind of felt like, oh, I have a place here.
And I felt so welcomed and included, and like I had found my people.
I can't say enough about the people that come behind, the creatives, the activists, the educators, the writers, all the people that make the HPA what it is today.
It's made me feel really hopeful because I hear from amazingly diverse points of view, a lot of different people. From a lot of different places across America and around the world.
I always feel so respected, loved, included, and most importantly, understood.
Even after a year of transphobia via someone, the HPA has always and continues to be a refuge of safety, acceptance, and learning.
My heart is so full, but my belly is empty. It's just about time to start the feast. But because we're not in person this year, we're all having something different. So I asked you to make some foods that you feel best represent the HPA. So what are you eating?
Pizza.
Pizza, I guess.
Pizza just feels like low-hanging fruit.
Like a delicious vegan chili, because it seems simple on the surface, but then you have all these different ingredients that are necessary to make it work. Your chapters would be like your beans, and you have all different kinds of beans in a chili, all different kinds of chapters. The spices are like issue advocacy campaigns. You have your tomatoes, which are kind of the base of the chili, and that's like the leadership development programs. They're just kind of like there to kind of bind everything together and really make everything work.
Because of how versatile the HPA is and how many different people and communities and issues they are able to work with, how they're able to let those individuals or those communities sink deeply into the HPA's work and methodology while also holding them up, bolstering them, supporting them in everything that they need, means that if there were a food that best represented the HPA, it's gotta be a waffle.
The world can be a mess, but the HPA and its community bring me so much hope. Winning a P4A grant means we get to keep doing this world-changing work, so let's do it. Vote for this video, vote for all of the HPA's videos this weekend. Now enjoy your food, but first join us in singing the school song.
The weapon we have is love.
The weapon we have is love.